So, in this video, we're going to be talking about the player that I actually think is one of the most underrated players in women's college basketball because she's not, in my opinion, she's not the best player in college ball. That is Sarah Strong. I think Sarah Strong is a better all around player. She has, like, no weaknesses. But, like, a lot of people, when they talk about who is the next best player, we hear a lot of Juju Watkins. In my opinion, at the collegiate level, Hannah Hidalgo is a better player. I think Juju Watkins projects to be a better pro, even with the ACL tear. AZ Fudd, a lot of people will talk about AZ Fudd. A lot of people were talking about Lauren Betts. A year ago, people talked about Tania Latson. But Michaela Blakes is no question about it. Like, she's special. She played on that Team USA team in the AmeriCup as a freshman, by the way. And she was their best player. She won the MVP of AmeriCup, which is hard to do. Like, she was barely out of the age to be eligible to play for the U19s team. Like, if Michaela Blakes was 3 days younger, 3 days. She was 3 days off being able to play in the U19s World Cup, and she goes and wins the MVP in AmeriCup while dropping 27 points in the final against Brazil. She was the player. Like, she was the player that kept Flaw J on the bench because they're very similar players. They deemed a 19-year-old Michaela Blakes, who's still 19, better than a 21-year-old Flaw J Johnson. 2 years. Is she 2 years older? Yeah, a 2-year older Flaw J Johnson was not deemed as good as Michaela Blakes. And again, Madison Booker started. I don't think anyone's going to really complain too much about that. But, like, you look at things and she started over Hannah Hidalgo. Like, Hannah Hidalgo is a small two guard. They gave the nod to Michaela Blakes. Again, Hannah Hidalgo, anyone who is questioning Hannah Hidalgo as a pro is just not, like, you're overthinking things because she's just, like, Hidalgo, I notice she's undersized, but when you play as relentless as Hidalgo plays, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, like, but at the same time, you've got Michaela Blakes, who is currently going on an absolute tear. The Vanderbilt are undefeated, and it's not like they're a bad team. They're the 17th ranked team. And if you look at their schedule, Cal aren't bad. Like, Cal are not bad. Cal have run a few teams close, haven't they, this year? Like, good teams. Why did I think they ran a good team close? I don't know why I thought that. But, like, BYU aren't terrible. But as you can see here, Blake's 27, Blake's 26, Blake's 30, Blake's 35, Blake's 27, Blake's 24. She's been the leading scorer in basically every single game. And not only that, like, she's shooting 48% from the field, which on the volume she's shooting as a guard is impressive. 30% from three is not ideal, I guess. But, like, a year ago, she shot 45% and 34% from three. This season, she's shooting 33% from three, which is not terrible. Especially at the volume that she's shooting. And she's doing it 30 minutes a game. Like, a lot of these players are playing way more than 30 a game that are averaging numbers similar to this. Like, Hidalgo, how many minutes is Hidalgo playing? And again, there's only a year difference between the two of them. And they're both born in the year 2005. So it's not like there's that much of a crazy difference. But if you look at Hannah Hidalgo, for her stats on the year, she's playing 3 minutes extra a game to average a point. To average 2 points. Is it 2 points extra? 2 points extra. And obviously Hidalgo is the better player right now. But you've got a Blakes who's bigger. And the stats that Michaela Blakes is putting up are crazy. Like, if you guys didn't see her game log last year. So if you look at her game log, you're seeing 27, 35, 24, 19, 30, 26, 15, 27. If you look last year, she had 26 points in the tournament loss to Oregon. She had 20 against South Carolina. She had 24 against Tennessee, and they beat Tennessee. They beat Tennessee in the SEC tournament. That's the Tennessee team that beat UConn. She had 19 loss against South Carolina, got destroyed, but she had 34 against Oklahoma. She had 55 against Auburn and a 53 against Florida. Did she have another 50-point game? No. But like, she had in 2.5 weeks a 53 and a 55-point game against not bad schools, one of which being in overtime, but she set the freshman scoring record and then set it again. And Michaela Blakes is coming back looking even better. Like, it is genuinely one of those things that when it comes to Michaela Blakes, that she absolutely is one of the best players in college basketball right now. There are people that have argued that Michaela Blakes is the best player in college basketball right now. I'm not going that far. Just saying, I am not going far enough as to say, I'm not going that far saying that she's the best player in college basketball right now, because I don't believe she is. I don't believe she's better than Sarah Strong. But like, after Sarah Strong, I believe that it's wide open. I believe that everything, like when it comes past her, anything's an argument. Is she better than AZ Foot? I don't know, maybe. Is she better than Juju Watkins when Juju Watkins comes back? I don't know, maybe. And I'm just that big of a Sarah Strong fan that I'm like, dude, she's just, you can't, even if you're a UConn hater, you can't hate Sarah Strong. She does nothing wrong. She just doesn't do anything wrong. The only thing you say about Sarah Strong, oh, she's a bit boring. But like, she literally has no flaws as a player. There's no flaws mentality-wise, no flaws aggression-wise, no flaws skill-wise. She's just got size. She plays the guard center hybrid thingy. Like, I don't even know. But like, Michaela Blakes is a dynamic scoring guard who, in her defense, gets a lot of shots up, but is doing it relatively efficiently. Like, her true shooting percentage, her effective field goal percentage is definitely above 50. What's her true shooting? Like, what's her true shooting at? We can just make an educated guess. Because her effective field goal percentage on threes at 33 is 50. How many threes does she shoot a game? She shoots 7 threes a game. Which means she's likelihood is she's shooting above 50 from 2. With 88%, or say only 75% from the free throw line this year. At 48%, which means she's probably shooting 55-ish% from 2, I'm guessing, on 7 threes a game. My guess would be her true shooting percentage is probably in the mid-50s, which is impressive. Like, maybe it's higher. Her effective field goal is probably in the low 50s, which is fine. Which is genuinely fine. When you just take into account that 2s and 3s are worth different amount of points, she's shooting a very solid, very, very solid percentage from the field. And her team's winning. Like, Vanderbilt's, it's going to be an interesting one. Again, look, she showed it in big games last year as a freshman. She showed it for Team USA, and now she's showing it again this year. So it's not like it's just, this is a Linsanity run. And the big game is the 1st of January. I think USF are like, they beat someone good, didn't they? They beat Duke. That was it. And they beat Harvard, in fairness. But like, USF obviously aren't an easy out. I think that's pretty much it. Maybe Arkansas are going to be okay until they face LSU. And then obviously once they get the SEC play, you face the gauntlet. Like, to be fair, it's SEC play, I think, from LSU, isn't it? Unless they play LSU. Yeah, conference play probably starts then. They could very well go undefeated in the conference play. But like, Blakes is that next level player. When it comes to 2028 WNBA draft, Blakes is going to be one of the top players in that. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys.